Come on, it's time for Vlogmas. Guys, it's been such a long time since we've talked. Hello. Welcome to my first reading vlog in a long time. To catch you up to speed, I have been working very diligently on my vlogs, my MCAT series to be specific. I have had so many videos, I did not realize that I vlogged and talked that much for months and months and months about that exam. I currently, right now while I'm filming this, I am on video 15 and there are about 28. So I'm almost towards the end, but I just cannot wait anymore. I have to read. Yesterday I went to the bookstore because my most anticipated book of the year came out, Alchemy of Secrets. And so I figured we could do a reading vlog and this obviously has to be in it. But I have been having the slowest reading year probably ever since I got back into reading in college. I just haven't had time, to be honest with you. It's not that I don't want to read, I just literally am so busy. When I sit down to read, my mind is literally racing. It's thinking about a million other things, or I'm just so tired that I go to sleep. The first book that I'm reading is on my Kindle. It's The Serpents and the Wings of the Night. I am 71% through. I told myself that I was not going to read another fantasy until I finish this one, but I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to blame it on any of the books that I'm reading. I think I'm just not in the right mindset, but I miss reading. So I need to finish that. I also started The Baby Dragon Cafe. This one's really cute, but once again, I just don't think that it's really hitting the spot. Which brings me to these beautiful books that I purchased. Two of them came out yesterday, Alchemy of Secrets and Mate. But this one, I've just seen so much about it, and this author released a new book this year and people were going crazy. I looked into it, I did some research. This is the first book in the series and I think he just released maybe the fourth or fifth one, I'm not sure. But he hadn't released a book since 2020. So of course people were going crazy. It's been 5 years. So I really want to get into this and see what it's about. I read the summary, it seems very interesting, and so this is a new series that I want to get into. The reason why I pulled out the camera and why I think I'm going to go ahead and, or not think, I am introing this vlog is because I think I want to start Mate. I know I shouldn't do this. I do this all the time where I'll be like in the middle of reading like 15 books. I kid you not. I am actually in the middle of so many. I told myself I'm no longer in the middle of Iron Flame. It's been so long, I'm gonna have to reread it. Same thing for the ACOTAR series. I'm no longer in the middle of that. I do need to read that before the year is over, and I only have like 3 months. And then I need to finish the last book in the Powerless trilogy. And yeah, but I have kept up on a lot of my series. I read Beg, Borrow, Steal, which you guys saw in one of my reading vlogs. I finished the King of Sin series by Anna Huang. I finished King of Envy. That was the last book that she released. And then I finished the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, which the Gingerbread Bakery just came out, I think, in September. And so I'm technically finished with that series, but I do have that book, but I'm not going to read it until Christmas. So that's that. But I have been reading a few, but I need to pick it up. And of course, I've been adding series like Cruel Prince, so I need to read The Wicked King next. I don't know, this is really just speaking to me. I can't read this until I'm in the best mindset possible. Okay, this is going to have to wait a little bit. Like, I'm so excited, but it's gonna have to wait because I just want to make sure I'm in a good space before I read this. But Ali Hazelwood's writing has never done me wrong, really. And so I read the first page too and it seems so good. So I think I'm going to start this and give you my thoughts and opinions throughout like the next few weeks. This reading vlog, I'm not going to lie to you guys, is probably going to span over October and possibly November. Just because I literally have not been reading that much, but I wanted to go ahead and intro. That way if I random jump scare, randomly see me in my bed, hair in a bun, talking about stuff, you're like, what is this girl doing? I introed. I warned you. I have a lot going on, so much going on. So excited for when I can actually sit down and talk about it. If you care about like the academic side of my life, that has been treacherous trenches. And this will probably come out way after that, so I don't need to really worry about saying too much, but it's been rough, it's been hard, and I'm excited to just be able to read again. And for a bit this year, it was not the fact that I had a lot going on. It was just the fact that mentally I was not able to read. I was just really tired and really sad. But I'm out of that now, and I'm excited. So I'm going to start Mate. I'll come back, give you my thoughts and opinions. I really should read The Serpents and the Wings of the Night. Like, I literally should. It did start off kind of good. But I just don't want to. I want to read Mate. So that's what I'm going to do. No longer restricting myself. See you when I have something to say. Ali Hazelwood is so funny. I'm already giggling on chapter 2. Basically, without giving away too much, they're trying to come up with the nickname, and he calls her Kid. She's like, I don't like that, obviously. And he's like, okay, what do you want? And she's like, something with more teeth to it. And he goes, root canal? Oh, it's so funny. I always forget, like, in the tensest of moments, Ali Hazelwood can make you giggle. And I love a good banter. We are so back. I figured out that I'm going to title this vlog, Getting Out of a Reading Slump. Even though I'm not entirely convinced it's a reading slump. It's more of a life slump. But we're on the up and up with everything else. Might as well bring back reading. So, those are my first thoughts and first impressions. It's going well so far, though. Guys, if he can read her mind, or if they can read each other's minds, you guys always know I always say that is my favorite thing to read about in any type of book. I just love, like, knowing a person and understanding a person and getting a person so well that you don't even need words to communicate. You just know. But I feel like in fantasy, like, the whole mind reading, or like mind talking like they do in the Fourth Wing world, it just does something to me. Also, this is my setup, if you're wondering. I am on chapter 7. I think I'm about to go to bed, though. I don't even know what time it is. Let's see. It's 11 p.m. So I need to go to bed. Something's happening, though. We have no idea. Okay? They keep alluding to something about our main girl character. I don't know. But it's kind of scaring me because I'm like, you just always run the risk when reading fantasy books, for sure, of someone dying. Like, you never know who it's gonna be, when it's gonna be. Like, it could be a main character, it could be a side character, it could be anybody. And so I'm just scared all the time when I read fantasy. I'm like, who's about to die? Don't pick up the phone. Don't make any treacherous journeys. Oh my gosh, I have to read chapter 7 though. Okay, let's read. He's so funny. He said, hearing you verbally acknowledge your limitations brings flavor and spice to my life. What the heck? Alright, I'll see you guys when I see you. I'm probably gonna read this chapter and then go to bed. So, good night. Okay, I'm back home from the gym and the coffee shop where you guys saw me reading. Okay, I have thoughts. One, this book is so good that I forgot that I was vlogging myself. And I don't know if you could tell in the beginning of the clips, but people were like, normally when people give me weird looks, like I get it. I have a camera out, I'm filming me. But I'm like looking up and I'm like smiling at these people. They're not smiling back. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Why y'all acting like this? And then I remembered. Like, I genuinely forgot because the book was so good. Two, I'm 36% in according to Goodreads, and we know nothing. Really. And like, I get it, like, we're not even halfway yet, but we know so little, and it's driving me actually insane. Like, it's making me want to continue reading. So if you haven't read any Ali Hazelwood book, I can only recommend the ones that there's only one that I feel like wouldn't get you out of a slump, but I just feel like her books are the perfect recipe for getting you out of a book slump if you're in one, because it's so intriguing, so funny, banter, anything you could ask for in a book, she gives it to you. Almost every single time. And I'm just enjoying my time. And you know what's crazy? The book that I'm thinking about where I'm like, I don't really recommend it for a book slump or like recommend it in general is Not in Love. But I completed it, which says a lot. Because there's a lot of books where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is pulling teeth. But I don't remember that book being pulling teeth. I just think that I was going through a lot. So, you know. But I just want to keep reading. I'm on chapter 15. I figured out that the very top, which this isn't revolutionary, but the like quotes that you have at the beginning of each chapter is from our guy's POV. So I figured that out. And then, I don't know, I'm just, Serena. Oh my God. She's breaking my heart right now. Like, her outlook on life, her like self-perception, oh my gosh, it's just making me want to cry. And I'm like, you're beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring me down. Don't you bring me down. I don't even know the words, but that's how I feel. I'm just like so sad. I was debating in the bookstore when I got this. I made a TikTok on it. I was like, should I get the green or should I get the purple? And I got the purple because I feel like purple and red. Where's red? Somewhere over here. It's probably behind all these books that I have. But I feel like purple and red would be cuter than red and green. It just reminds me of Christmas. But given that the werewolf's blood is green, I wish I would have gotten the green one. But I do like the color purple. Anyways. Also, there was this one scene where like you're told a favorite color of one of our main characters and then something happens. I had to scroll back to make sure that that was the favorite color mentioned because I was like, oh, that's so, I mean, it's a little, but it's like cute on like the spicier side of things. Like, it's so cute, and I was sitting there smiling, squealing, so I had to leave. Long story short, I had to leave. I was also getting kind of cold. Not that you guys will see any of this, but we all know I love to talk. I'm going to eat, and then I need to edit. I want to try to get this YouTube video up today. It's my MCAT vlog 15, and it's just taking me a while to edit because I'm obviously doing other things, and so yeah, but this is so good. Like, if I could ignore all my responsibilities for today and read this book, I would. I feel like I can do that maybe tomorrow, though. I don't really have anything planned, but I am going out tonight. Yep, grandma's out. Grandma's going out. So I have to get some work done in order to feel like I deserve to go out. So perhaps I probably won't see you guys tonight. I probably won't see you guys tonight. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I know you guys are probably like, why are you back so soon, Erica? I just opened up TikTok and I spoiled. Why did I not just scroll? Why are people, how do you read this fast? This is getting out of hand. I did in fact spoil a little part of it for myself. I'm so mad because I actually didn't know that that's what was happening. Like, I genuinely thought, oh my, like, you can't enjoy nothing. Put a spoiler up. What the freak, bro? I can't even do anything. I'm so mad. I'm so upset. Like, just stop. Like, I feel like there should be some sort of rule when a new book, I get it with the old books, okay? But once a new book comes out, at least give it like, I don't know. Is a month too much to ask for? Or if you're not going to include a spoiler claim? I'm so upset with you, girl. I'm so mad at you. I immediately knew what it was because I read werewolf fiction. Well, I don't. I didn't know. I thought what they said was going on was actually what was going on. And I was like, this is so sad. I'm gonna go. Dang, like now I'm not even excited anymore. Suck the joy out of this for me. You ruined this for me. Gosh. Honestly, this makes me want to delete TikTok. I can't because I'm addicted. Ah! I'm vlogging.
Oh, God, why was she yelling at?
I'm not. I was reading a book. I opened up TikTok. Somebody spoiled it for me.
Oh, I thought you was on the phone. Like, who was she yelling at?
No, I'm just upset. They didn't put a spoiler warning or anything. What is it?
I just want to know who you was yelling at. I can hear you through the wall.
Because I'm actively upset.
Okay.
The book came out October 7th. They didn't give us no time to read it.
Just stay off the internet.
Yeah, tell me about it. Now you just made me look crazy to my parent. Count your days. I'll see you later. Count your freaking days. I am so tempted to blow off my responsibilities and read. Like it really has me pressed. Like I had it set in my head. I was like, okay, you did good. You read for a little bit today. Like you're progressing. And now I just want to binge the book before any more spoilers come out. Like it's not that big a video, but it just makes me angry. I hate that feeling of like you get something spoiled for you and it like kills the mood, you know? And like now I feel like my mood is killed and I really love this book. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Like, this is your sign. If you're going to make a TikTok about a book, that's fine. Just put spoiler. Don't check comments, you know. If you're gonna comment something, maybe put spoiler and then say what you're about to say. Like, it's the least we could do in the book community. I'm so angry. I'm sitting here editing. I have like 10 minutes left. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just rough cut, edit, shower, and read for the rest of the day. But I literally can't because I have to post. I have to edit a TikTok. I need to post on TikTok. And I have to get ready to go out. And I just want to read. Here's my thing though. My brain's like, just read until like the part where they spoiled it. But they technically only spoiled what's going on with our female main character. They didn't spoil what's going on with our male main character. I just feel so naive too because I really thought how, like, genuinely, I'll tell you now, I don't be reading, like, I don't know, I read a lot of fantasy, but not I'll be freaky deaky low-key. Anyways, I kind of just want to read. Like, when do we think that I'll get to that part? But then again, like, I don't know. Also, the video that I have to edit after this is so depressing. Like, I remember that, I can say that here. I remember this time in my life, obviously, because it was in February. But, like, oh my gosh. It's just so hard to watch yourself, like, go through something traumatic. And I know the outcome. And it wasn't favorable. Okay, I'm going to try to get back to work. If I come back, though, and I'm reading, we all know why. Because of TikTok. I can't believe I wish I could. I'm so excited to go back and edit this and see where I was before the spoiler and then after, because it feels like such a drastic change in my chest. Like, I was so excited to read. I was like, oh my gosh, I'll get up early tomorrow morning and read. Like, I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen. Like, I knew that they weren't gonna let whatever they were alluding to happen, you know? But I was like, what's gonna happen? In the famous words of my dad, stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. But like, the book just came out. You ain't even give nobody time that's doing something a chance to read it. Like, I get it. I have my books that I binge to in a night, in a day, right? But I don't turn around and spoil it for the class. Granted, there's so many other moving pieces and parts, like, whatever. But that's like a huge, like, plot line. Oh my... I'm actually so pissed. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, do you not understand what I've been through this year? Like, this right here, like, this is what I was holding on to, and you just go snatch it away from me like that. You just gonna take it away like that? Like, do like that? Like, spoiling books should be illegal. And I mean that. Like, you should have some sort of TikTok jail time. You should not be allowed to post for, I would say 48 hours. 2 days. 2 days to think about your actions. 2 days to think about the joy that you just stole from my chest. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Like, let this be your lesson. If you're doing something, if you're making a piece of content about something that just came out, honestly, I'm gonna say this. You should always preface your videos with spoiler, right? If the book hasn't been out for that long. And by that long, I'm gonna say give it a year or two. It's a book. It's a book. For TV shows and series, I'm going to say the same thing. Give it a year or two. Honestly, if I get on the wide web and I see a spoiler for Twilight, I'm not finna be upset. Even though I've already read Twilight. Like, you get it? Like, that is well known. It's been out for a hot minute. Same thing with, you know what's crazy? For Shadow Me to be as big as it is, I got, like, there's no spoilers that really come across my page. Let that be a lesson. Shadow Me's been out for a hot minute and people aren't spoiling it. Why the frick are you spoiling Mate after 3 days of it being out? Ooh. You know what? This is why I protected my peace with A Curse for True Love. I did not get on TikTok at all. I was like, I refuse to let somebody spoil it for me. I'm gonna have to be the same way with Alchemy of Secrets because y'all are literally posting stuff 3 days. Can you give somebody a chance to read the freaking book? Like, I can't read the book in 2 or 3 days because I have other things to do. Just give us a minute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I can't believe I was so excited. I feel like someone just stole my favorite, like, I don't know, toy or something. Like, I was so excited and they took it. They took it away without a second thought. Once you have a piece of information, you can't unknow it. I can't go back. Oh my, frick this. Like, just spoiler alert. Spoiler. Comment. Spoiler. What I'm about to say is about to be a spoiler. Spoiler. It's not that hard. I just find it rude and inconvenient. All for some freaking likes. All for some freaking likes and some freaking comments. You go spoil. It's not that deep, but I'm actually like, I think I'm genuinely just upset because I would have been shocked. I would have been shocked, and now I don't get to have my true reaction on camera or like just in general to this piece of news being dropped. I just get to read about it and like find out the way that it's framed, and it hurts because I genuinely had no idea it was coming. If I knew that that's what was coming, I'd been like, oh, okay, whatever. But I had no idea. I thought, I can't say it because it's a spoiler. I genuinely thought that what you're reading about is what was going to happen. Obviously, I knew that maybe there would be like something, you know, it is a romance book, so like, I don't know, I'm just so like this feels like the end for me. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Like, it's fine. Like, I still don't know what happened to him, but like, I'm gonna have to stay off social media because people can't put spoilers up. Like, I know this is like a 9-minute clip of me ranting about freaking spoilers, and I had a clip before this. Like, I just can't believe, like, you always hear people say like, oh my gosh, I got this book spoiled for me, and I sympathize with them. But now it's happened to me with a book that I really cared about. Like I said, we need to come up with some sort of punishment. You must donate 500 coins. I don't even know how much that is. And I don't even know TikTok currency. But just like 500 coins to the person you just, like, I should report to TikTok, but I don't want to. It's not that deep. But like, it just, like, imagine somebody else like me stumbling across this. They're having the same mindset as me. It's like, oh my God. And then they read it and they're like, oh, that's what's going to happen. Like, oh my gosh, 2 seconds. I just should have gotten on TikTok. Frick this. But like, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? And like, TikTok, frick you for giving me that video. Freaking put spoiler. I'm gonna go because I can talk about this forever. Clearly, that's too much information. I'm gonna have to cut that out. Like, do you see how generous I'm being? How generous? I'm like, I'm not gonna include that in my video because that's too much information. Maybe you should think about that. I'm so sick, like, and you know what? This person probably just made the video. They're just happy it's getting likes, happy it's getting comments. They're happy that people's relating with their stuff. Little do they know they'd have ruined my whole day. They ruined my whole day. My whole freaking day. Frick this. Hello guys, it's Saturday. I'm in bed reading. I did read after my freak out yesterday and I'm still upset, okay? I am on page 230. I'm assuming I'm over the halfway mark because I think it ended around like 400 something. This is a major plot point that this person spoiled for me. A major plot point. I would have been eating it up if I didn't know what was gonna happen. I'm so mad. Like, the whole time I'm reading it, I'm like, I can't really tell you because obviously I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just like, oh, like, I know what happens. What the freak? And I feel like I can't even give my thoughts now because as I'm reading, I'm just thinking about the fact that I know. Anyways, I'm just waiting to get to the part where, but if it's at the very end of the book, that just freaking sucks. And I'm actually like so upset. Like, I never want to be on book talk ever again. Ever. But those are my thoughts. Everybody now, well, there's certain aspects that I don't know, right? Like, I don't really know too much of what's going on, but the major plot point that I feel like is supposed to have like that emotional like connection to it that I was feeling before I got the spoiler. My room is so messy. I hope you guys can't see that. I know that. So there's still elements that I don't know, so that's interesting. But we kind of found out some more information about one of our characters' background stories. We're still waiting on another person's background story. Both main characters are now on the same page regarding the big spoiler that I got. Like, they both know, whereas it was a little bit of a secret. And so now the secret is now out in the open. And so I'm just waiting for them to realize that it's what I know due to the spoiler. I'll probably just come back when I'm finished reading it because I feel like it's just not fun anymore. Like, it's fun that I'm reading it, but I feel like my reaction will no longer be fun. Let this be a lesson. Don't spoil books for people. Unless they ask you to. But don't post about it online. Like, I just can't, like, I'm telling you guys, I would have been eating this up. Like, I would have been so sad. Like, or like, so like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But I know what happens now. Anyways, I have my coffee. I'm almost done with it. And then I have some electrolytes. How was last night? It was great. I had fun hanging out with the girls. And honestly, I'm kind of tired though. I was up until like 3 a.m. Alright, I'm gonna get back to reading. I'm on page 230. I really hope we just go ahead and like get to that part soon so I can feel like I don't know what's going on anymore. I miss not knowing what's going on. Overall, it's really, really good. I'm gonna try to not let this take away from the overall experience because Allie Hazelwood, you killed it with this book. This is such a good book. I'm sorry. Lights on.
Okay.
Why is this quote giving one of the best quotes that I've ever read before? It's kind of like that Magnolia Parks quote that everybody talks about, but it says, I think he might want to know everything that's in my head. I think he could shake every thought I've ever had out of my skull, rummage through them for years, and still not be bored. Oh, okay, so we're just over here putting killer quotes in a book. I think he might want to know everything that's in my head. I think he could shake every thought I've ever had out of my skull, rummage through them for years, and still not be bored. Right, no, because that's totally normal. That's a totally normal thing to think about somebody, for sure. Wow. Like, I'm nervous. Wow, to feel that way about somebody, to be so, like, confident in someone and to know that, like, they will never get bored of you or they just find you so interesting and, like, they are your best friend, you are their best friend. What a feeling. What a thought. What a concept. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite parts about being a lover girl is like when people find their person, when you're reading about it, when it's in a movie, real life. The best friend aspect always just, it gets me a little choked up because it's like, that's your person and you're their person. And like, they want to spend time with you. They want to be around you. They want to know what you're thinking about. They want to hear all of your childhood stories, all of your theories. They want to hear your rabbling and babbling on about random things. They care about, like, the random things that you want to do in life. Like, that is just so... Oh. I have no thoughts. But the way that she wrote that is just so cute. I think he might want to know everything that's in my head. I think he could shake every thought I've ever had out of my skull, rummage through them for years, and still not be bored. I like want to take a break because I just need a minute to like sit with that quote. I'm on chapter 22. I'll be back in a few hours to continue to read. I always think about that whenever I'm watching a good movie or reading a good book. Like the way that they talk about their partners and love and stuff and like just describe them as like wanting to, like the simple things, hanging out with that person, being around that person, when they're apart, wanting to be with that person, missing that person. My brain literally cannot comprehend that. It's like, what does that even feel? What does that even feel like? What does that even mean? Like to have someone that wants to be with you, right? Like wants to, and not like be with you in the sense of like, oh, like this is my boyfriend, like hang out with you, be with you. Then to know that and internalize it in your head and like, it's just like a normal fact. Like my natural hair color is black. So-and-so wants to spend the rest of their life with me and they like hanging out with me. What? That's a crazy concept. Is it not? Like that's a crazy, I can't wrap my brain around it. That's actually so sweet. Guys. I called it night one when I was reading this book. I was like, if there's any sort of mind reading going on, Ellie Hazelwood, you might have just earned yourself another 5-star. You might have did it. I mean, imagine me. First of all, we're at the part 2 that got spoiled for me, so I can finally live my life not knowing what's going on again. Yes! And we still have this much left. Let's go. Anyways, this scene that I'm reading about is pretty... There's just a lot going on, to be honest with you. And we find out what's going on with our girl. They're talking through some things. And it's like hard to explain without getting too into detail, but I love when books do that. I love when authors do that. I feel like, I don't know. What does that say about me? Maybe it's because I feel like I'm not a good communicator, so if someone could just read my mind. But then again, that's an invasion of privacy. You know what I'm saying? But I just really like that unspoken, they know what you're thinking. I feel like it makes our characters closer together. Like, I feel like you can just learn so much. And I can't believe I'm reading a book where it happens. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm on chapter 24. I'm gonna continue to read before I probably fall asleep. I'm pretty tired right now. Wow, what a great book. Not even done yet, but what a great book. I'm having a good time again. I'm interested to see, because I feel like he understands what's going on. I'm not sure she completely understands yet. And so now that spoiler is out of the way, which is, I'm just so happy and relieved. Like, y'all don't even understand. The way that the book is set up, I don't want to give anything away. But the spoiler that I got, kind of like, while you're reading, you kind of understand, like, what's going on. Until this point. So, luckily for me, I didn't get a spoil before I started reading, so I probably had, this much of it. That's a lot. But you get what I'm saying. Like, it was just, like, it was bothering me. Because, obviously, as they're talking through this thing, you're in the female main character's head. You're hearing her thought process. And just seeing her outlook on life. Knowing that spoiler, it really pissed me off. Because I feel like I couldn't connect to the story in the way that I once was. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking about it. I promise. I'm going to stop talking. I look crazy. I'm going to continue to read. And I'll probably see you guys when I'm finished, unless I have something else to say. We'll see. But that just caught me so off guard. I was like, not the mind reading! I'm sorry. The way that Allie Hazelwood is describing the act of just, like, being in love and, like, the mundane parts of being in love, it's really speaking to me. I don't know why, but let me read you this quote. Let me find it. Okay, she says, I think about this, but times 20, times 100, times 10,000. When two people fall in love, how many nights do they spend together doing absolutely nothing before they've had their fill? How many silences and crosswords and mugs of tea do they share? Why does that sound so beautiful to me? Like, I think that is my favorite part of, like, love. And I told you guys this earlier, like, thinking about the mundane parts. First of all, just having the confidence to feel that way about someone, and then to also know that that person feels the same way about you. Mind-blowing. But then when you think about it, like, not every day is going to be like some big, huge, fancy, like, date night this, vacation here, Ibiza here. I don't even know what people be doing. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the beautifulest... That's not a real word. But I feel like the most beautiful and special moments have to be the most mundane ones. The ones where you are just sitting down, watching TV, or sitting down, I don't know, playing a game together, making something to eat together. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I can't. And the way that she's describing it is just making me, like, so nostalgic. That feeling I feel like that I have, she's putting it into actual words, if that makes sense. And she's just describing it so beautifully. Like, when two people fall in love, how many nights do they spend together doing absolutely nothing before they've had their fill? How many silences and crosswords and mugs of tea do they share? A lifetime, hopefully, if they're lucky. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have to go to bed because I'm actually so tired. This is getting good. I mean, it was always good. I can't. Oh, the quotes are so beautiful. I love love. I was gonna wait until I was finished to come back and talk to you guys. You guys saw me reading earlier at the coffee shop. I wanted to finish the book there, but I left because it was raining. So I've been reading in bed where I belong. Anyways, tell me this isn't a sisterly best friend type of thing to say. Our main character says, and now that you're at your best, and I don't want to drag you back down with me, because she's basically telling her, they're like having an argument over one of the friends not telling the other friend something that was going on with them. And she's saying like, you're at your best right now, like, I don't want to drag you down with me. And then her best friend gasps and she says, is that what you think? That I'm too functioning for you? It's just so funny in context because, first of all, the girl's name is Misery that she's talking to. If you read Bride, then you know. Your parents decided to name you Misery is a whole nother thing. But, like, the fact that she just said, like, you think I'm too functioning? Like, I can assure you that's far from the truth. That just made me giggle. It really did. I feel like that's such a best friend coded type of thing to say. It's definitely something I would say to my friends. I'd be like, you think that things are good over here? You think I'm too good? Things are definitely not what they seem. In the famous words of Alex Russo. I'm almost done. So excited. This was such a good book. You know what? I was thinking about this as I was reading. Sometimes I get hard on myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're in a reading slump. That's the title of this video. Like, you need to get out of it. But I don't always think it's the book. But maybe I've been making more time. I don't always think it's the book. I meant to say, sometimes I do think it's the book, but I've also been making more time to read. But like, genuinely, I was showering last night and washing my hair and I was like, I need to hurry up so I can read my book. I haven't had that feeling in so long. And so it just has me questioning things because I've been, neglecting reading, but maybe it's the books that I'm reading. I need to finish The Serpents of the Wings in the Night. I have to finish that in this vlog, but I don't know if I'm going to continue reading The Baby Dragon Cafe right now. I might put that on pause. There's nothing wrong with it per se, but I want more books that like pull me in. And you guys know I have to finish ACOTAR this year. Start and finish. So that has to be high up on the list. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to reading. I'm trying so hard to get done so I can tell you guys my thoughts. But she just called him my love, and I love, like, that is like my favorite thing ever. Movies, books. It's never happened in real life, but I just love when people call someone my love. Oh my. That's amazing. I just finished, but I wanted to read you guys this one quote from earlier that was so cute. I should have pulled out the camera, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my gosh, I already can't remember what it was. Okay, there's this really funny part, and it's the whole board thing that I was telling you guys about. It's the whole epilogue, really. So you'll have to read it to, like, get the full picture, but basically the quote is, "The fact that every mundane little action feels new and shimmery and magic when she's around. And yeah, it's ordinary stuff, boring he supposes. She sits in his shop doing her crosswords while he builds her more chairs. She makes him buy her a TV and forces him to watch stupid human movies she grew up with. And it's not plausible. The twins came back from camp having switched places, and the parents did not immediately figure it out from their sense. Something's off." I paraphrased a little bit, but like that is so funny. Parent Trap? Oh my gosh. There was one part though, I literally cannot find it. Whatever. I finished reading this book. I need to update Goodreads. We're going to answer my book questions. I haven't done this in so long because I haven't been reading. So let's go through them. As always, if you're watching this and you hate this, just let me know and I'll stop and I'll just give little thoughts. But I often get distracted, and so I find that having a list of questions that I can ask myself is very helpful. First, what were the overall vibes? Was it funny? Did it make you cry? Were you kicking and giggling your feet? Overall vibes, think of like a high stake. No, it's not high stake, but I don't know. It was just like a really good fantasy. Like, cozy is not the right word, but I guess cozy to me because it's fall right now. But overall vibes, it was just a good fantasy and it had a good plot and I enjoyed it so much. It was very funny, actually hilarious, and it also did make me want to cry. Like, some of the things that our main character felt about herself, especially at the beginning of the book, I was like, I relate, and it did make me very sad, the way that she like viewed herself and like her life circumstances. Even though it's fantasy and it's fake, it was still very good, very relatable. I was definitely giggling and kicking my feet. Actually, when I was at the coffee shop, not earlier today, but the other day, I think I told you guys this, I forgot I was vlogging because the book was so good, and you can clearly see me laughing. And people were probably looking at me like, girl, all this over a book? Yes. Did you like the female main character? Absolutely. What did you like about her? I liked her backstory. I liked her wittiness, her comedic relief that she uses, and just like how funny she is, honestly. Was she witty? Yes. Did she love? This question, if you haven't watched one of my book videos, something that will make me fall in love with the girl main character and make me rate the book 5 stars immediately is her outlook on love. If I can relate to that, then almost always I will give it 5 stars. For instance, I'm trying to think of books that it happens with. You know what? I really liked, this book is not 5 stars. It's pretty close. I don't know. I go back and forth. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I think that was one of the last ones that I read. Evangeline. Tessa from After. Like, there's just certain characters that I feel like I just relate to them so much, and it's through their outlook on love, like how they feel about their person, how they feel about the world around them, their family, and just like how they choose to love. I feel like I can relate to that, and I give them 5 stars. Serena, I don't relate to her outlook on love, but I still love her as a main character. I don't know. It wasn't that type of book. What season did you read this in the fall? What season do you wish you read it in? I feel like fall is perfect for this book. It's cozy. It's cozy. It's cold in the book, I feel. And so I think that it's perfect for the fall season. Is there overall spoiler-free tropes you could say? Small town, found family, slow burn, rom-com. Definitely slow burn. Obviously, it's a paranormal fantasy. Actually, do you guys know what paranormal fantasy means? I'm gonna look this up. Because to me, this was just a normal fantasy. Paranormal fantasy is a hybrid genre that combines elements from both the paranormal and fantasy genres, setting supernatural beings like vampire, werewolves, and ghosts in a world that is blended in the familiar and the magical. Unlike traditional high fantasies, it often grounds its supernatural elements in a world that is similar to our own, with a blurring of the lines between real and otherworldly. So that would be like Crescent City. Everybody always talks about how they either love it or they hate it. But that's literally Crescent City. My camera's about to die, so I need to hurry up. I guess that makes sense. I think it's slow burn. It's very funny. I would consider this kind of like a rom-com. Like, the humor in it is there, but obviously it's fantasy. Did you like the male main character? Yes. Who did you picture while reading this? You know what? I actually didn't really picture anyone too much because they give you this picture on the inside. And so this is kind of where my brain was the whole time, which I appreciate. Ella Hazelwood's not making me work too hard for that, so that's amazing. Do characters have depth to them? So much, and their backstories were so good. That was the next question. So much depth. They're fully 3D. Sometimes I feel like authors could make characters seem 2D, but even the side characters had like depth to them, and like the story was just so good, so well written, so thought out. I feel like there weren't any plot holes that I'm remembering right now, and I really enjoyed it. Is it more plot driven or romance driven or 50-50? I would say this is really heavily plot driven. The romance, at least like the high stake part of the romance, if you get what I'm saying, I feel like you only get like a few chapters of it, which I personally like. I'm not too much into the spice, but I will say it's still a pretty spicy book. But I'm filming. Who is it? Can you give me like 2 seconds? My camera's blinking.
I'm about to go take a shower.
Okay. Did you just come back from the gym?
No, I was outside.
Oh, okay.
Working out.
Okay.
Bella's so dumb.
Jackson's watching.
I finished it though.
Oh, you finished the whole movie? Okay, Jackson just finished Twilight for the whole time. Do you want to give the vlog your thoughts really quickly? Even though my camera's blinking.
So, Bella gotta be top 5. Like, why would she pick Edward instead of Jacob? I can't understand it.
So you're team Jacob.
100%. 100%. Like, when she really needed somebody, bro,
Jacob was there.
Every time.
What did you think about New Moon? Her still going back to Edward.
Crazy.
It's crazy. We'll have to talk about it more in depth after you get out of the shower. Because I have so many thoughts.
It was kind of weird how Jacob kind of fell in love with their daughter.
Yeah, that's why everybody, like, ends up... That's why nothing was ever done with the rest of the series. Because it just ends so weirdly. Like, how are you going to transform a baby into a fully functioning woman that Jacob can fall in love with? When Jacob is literally Bella's age. And that's her daughter.
It's weird.
It is. I'm so happy you finished, though.
Yep. Shall we come?
Bye. What's a book this reminds you of? Obviously, the book that comes before this, Bride. Did you binge this book? How late did you stay up reading it? Did you give yourself a headache reading this? I did not binge this book, but I did read this book quicker than I've read almost anything else this year, except for Beg, Borrow, Steal by Sarah Adams. I read that in like 2 days. And this one I think I read over the course of like 3 or 4. So yeah. Is there a movie on it? No. Did you picture characters that way? No. Which is better? There is no movie, so that one's irrelevant. Did I finish my thoughts on question 8? Is it plot driven or romance driven? In case I didn't, it was very heavily plot driven. There was romance, but it was confined to, well, there's romance throughout the whole thing. Sometimes it's like hard to answer this question when people ask you in real life, because it's like, are you considering romance like just spice? Because there's romance throughout the whole book. You start the book and it's literally tension, but there wasn't that much spice, which I personally enjoyed. It was confined to a few chapters, and I feel like it made sense with the plot. There's nothing more that I hate than when authors write in unnecessary spice. And you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a time and a place, obviously, because I do enjoy reading, you know, easier books, and they just happen to have that. Like, one of my favorite, I wouldn't say my favorite series, but a series that I really enjoyed was the Twisted series and the King of Sin series, both by Anna Huang. They have a lot of spice in them. Sometimes it's thrown in there unnecessarily, and those books get rated very low. For example, Twisted Hate. I hated that book. Hated. Hated. From the King of Sins. I feel like, you know what? I feel like that series doesn't do it that badly. But Twisted Hate was on my hate. It is on my hate list. Anyways, if you're wondering what my final rating for this book is, it should be of no surprise to anyone that I'm giving this 5 stars. I loved it. I enjoyed my time. I feel like it made me want to read, which is the whole point of this video. And it was an anticipated release. It did not disappoint. I'm gonna go post about it on Goodreads, post about it on Instagram, and get some more work done. And I kind of want to read a little bit tonight, so I will see you guys then. Yeah, me too. I was just waiting for one of y'all to get here. Guys, look who came. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, hello guys. I told you that this vlog was going to take a really long time. Last we left off, I was in the middle, or not the middle. I had just started Alchemy of Secrets. We're going to put a pause on this because I have taken on a project of decorating and cleaning my room and our new book room before Vlogmas happens. And this vlog literally is me reading while doing all the things that I do to prepare for Vlogmas. And this is a part of it. So I pulled out the camera because I'm doing something so exciting. I have never, ever once listened to an audiobook. I have my reasons. Before we even get started, it's not that I don't think that audio books are not you reading, but personally, anytime I have sat down to read, I wanted to physically read because it is a break and it is a hobby for me, and it like helps me escape reality, and it is a way for me to like basically calm down and put all of my energy into something besides like studying or whatever it is that I'm doing. That's why I have never listened to an audiobook, because I feel like the purpose of audiobooks is to listen to them while you do other things. Or you can listen to them while you're reading to help you immerse into the book, which I haven't tried that. Maybe one day. But I have so much to do and I'm so stressed all the time these days. So I thought we would give our first audiobook a chance. I literally have to clean my room. As you can see, gonna point out the obvious. My ceiling fan is very dusty, very dirty. I have to do that too. But I refuse to do any of these things until I get all of these books out of my room, because I have convinced myself that this is the reason why I can't keep my room clean, because the books are overtaking my life. So we're gonna move them to a different room. Anyways, this is the audiobook we will be starting with. It's October 29th when I'm filming this. So we're a few days out from Halloween. So I thought we could listen to Ali Hazelwood's book. I don't know. I think this just came out in September, but it's called Hot for Slade. I have no idea what it's about. Just saw that it was only on audiobooks, I think, for the time being. And it was like $4. So I kind of want to listen to it. I've never listened to an audiobook. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take you guys along for part of this vlog so we can see my initial reactions. But I also am filming the same process for my fall vlog. And that will definitely be out before this video. So go watch it if you haven't. Thank you. But I'm going to put on my headphones, and we're probably going to start by dusting the other room. I'm going to take you guys in there. Are you excited? Okay. Okay, pause. First reaction, I forgot that this was a vampire book. I did read the description before I bought it. Or I read the description like a few days ago, and then I bought it today. So I forgot that it was vampire whatever, and she started talking and I was like, huh? 30? Y'all haven't talked in 30 years. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Some updates, and then I'll try to come back tonight and give you final updates. I just finished chapter 1, so there was like the prologue, chapter 1. We got some past context for our two characters, and it's a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna say that I'm like obsessed, but I'm not liking it. I feel like I'm just like listening to a story because I'm listening to a story. But our girl, our female main character, she seems very like sweet and like down to earth. She is the vampire, and then our guy main character is the vampire slayer. And so they've been meeting off and on for the past few years. I say meeting as if like they're both like deciding to meet with one another. No, he's been chasing her. It's giving Vampire Academy. If you ever watch that, I would say it's giving Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I haven't watched it. So comment down below if I should watch that. But you know what? I can't because I watched spoilers on TikTok. Why do they not end up together? So, I don't know if I could watch that show because don't disappoint me like that. But it's giving Vampire Academy. I'm assuming it's giving Buffy the Vampire Slayer for people who have watched it. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. But right now in chapter 2, she's kind of giving us context on her before she became a vampire. And she's going over the vampire rules right now. So I'm really just getting the lay of the land. So I will come back and give an update, you guys, about how I'm feeling once I have a little bit more whatever. But I guess she's British. I don't know. But the voice actor is British. And the guy that that does the vampire's voice is like Romanian, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct, but that's like what it sounds like to me. So it's like the typical, it's literally like Vampire Academy. Like Rose, actually I don't know if that's her name. Rose and then the old guy. You know, I really want to read those books. Okay, I'm gonna continue to set up the book room and I'll see you guys later tonight. And I'll show you like what I get done in there. Okay guys, as you can see, I've done a lot in here. I'm gonna take off my headphones while I talk to you. I'm sweating, which is not good because I just got my hair straightened. I moved in literally all these thingies. There's the thing back there. There's a thing over there, which I think I'm gonna move off of the door. The only issue that I'm having is this 3 cubicle right here is rotted. Like the wood is rotted, like it got wet, like I don't know. Maybe some bug spray or something, or some water. So I'm like, do I just get rid of it and get a new one? Because I'm not a fan of mold. This is crooked. Anyways, I don't know. For the rest of the night, I think I'm just going to move. Why is this so crooked? For the rest of the night, I think I'm just going to move those books that you saw that are laying on my floor in here. And then that will be all that I do. I'm probably just going to put them on these like outer 2 and then ask my parents what I should do about that wood. And then yeah, I'll organize it probably tomorrow. I've done a lot today though and I'm kind of tired. I'm sweating. On to the audiobook. I have about 41 minutes left. It's pretty good. I'm on chapter 11, I think. So far, it's a present and past timeline, sort of, kinda. Or it's a short story too, so I feel like you don't really need to connect with the characters to get into the story. I feel like immediately you're just able to like enjoy and jump in, which is good. It's been keeping my attention, which is also good. It's why I feel like I've gotten all of this stuff done, because I'm genuinely just like listening to the story as I'm moving. It is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes whenever I'm reading, I don't like to think too much into stuff, like theorize. So if you're going to theorize, maybe it's not the book for you, but I've been enjoying it. My camera's blinking at me. That's great. But yeah, I've been having a good time, low-key. It is very, predictable is not the right word. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe predictable is the right word. Not predictable in the sense of like you know where the story is going, but predictable in the sense where like you know the next, like as something's happening, you can predict the next move. Sort of, kind of. We just got to a crucial part. I wonder what's going to happen. We had our one bed scene and really have no thoughts and no opinions, honestly. Just kind of moving along. So I'll update you guys when I'm finished. Break time is over. While you guys were napping, I moved like the first like 3 rows. The first 3 rows into the room. And now I'm gonna do the last 3. And I'm so freaking tired. But this will probably take me about 40 minutes and then I'm gonna have to clean this room tomorrow because I have nothing left to give today after this. And the only reason I'm doing this is so I can close my freaking blinds. Ooh. But we are in such a good part of the book. I feel like there's like this conflict that happens pretty early on, and you spend the majority of the book with our main characters with this conflict that's present. And believe it or not, I mean, it is kind of the fact that she's a vampire and he's a vampire slayer, but there's something else that happens, and things just got resolved. And so I'm interested to see what happens. But cheers. And hopefully we can finish this book, which I kind of like audiobooks. Why did nobody tell me to get on this?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Let's get started. So, really didn't take me that long. I mean, I have 30 minutes left, so I moved the rest of those books pretty quickly. But, majority of the books that I own are now in the book room. All the books that are really coming in here are the ones that are in here. I'm exhausted, so I don't really know. I think I might listen to the rest of it while I shower and eat dinner. And I will definitely come back tonight and update you guys because I want to finish it. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy that this is done. Like, I just genuinely can't believe that I get to have a book room. This has literally been my dream since I was in college, honestly. But it does make me, I don't know, I guess whenever I move out, I would take some of it, but I feel like I would also leave a bunch of it here because it's my childhood home. I will have to do like all the main decorating a little bit later, so maybe we'll find another audiobook. But I've also come to the conclusion that my reading slump is not because I don't want to read, because I genuinely read like maybe I'm like 2 or 3 chapters into Alchemy of Secrets, and I was like, okay, I'll update them once I'm like 4 or 5 in so I can get a feel for the book. I might not even be I might be 2 chapters in, so I just wanted to get more of a feel for the book before I come on and talk to you guys. It's just that I'm so incredibly busy because I'm trying to get everything done before Vlogmas, because Vlogmas in itself is low-key just so time consuming, but I really love it. And I've been loving like creating and making content recently because I've been watching such inspiring people, and also just like when I'm having a rough day and my favorite like YouTuber posts, it genuinely like makes me feel better. Or if I'm just like needing motivation and stuff like that, I like go on TikTok and just like watch videos. I don't know, it just does a lot for me, so I want to contribute back, and I hope that my channel can just be something that people like turn on when they're eating, or like you have a bad day and you're like, let me watch this video. And so yeah, I don't know why I decided to say that here. I forgot what my point is. But I'm gonna finish this book and then I'll be back. I didn't expect for it to go that quickly. I did not expect for it to go that quickly. But oh, my dad also was like, did the wood fall apart? And I was like, no. He was like, then it's fine. And I was like, oh. So I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily put books down there, or maybe I'll put like horizontal stacks. I don't know. It just kind of makes me nervous. See you guys in like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. I jumped. Guys, I'm on chapter 14 out of 16, I'm assuming. I have like 6 minutes left. I think I'm gonna save the 6 minutes from when I'm like doing something in the book room, because it's kind of awkward, especially the scene that I'm on, just like laying in bed. I also had it on in the shower and I was like, I have to turn this off. And so I think I'm just gonna wait until I'm like actively putting away books tomorrow, and then I'll update you and give you my final thoughts. I was giggling and like sticking out my tongue as I was walking around putting away my books. I enjoy it. I do think that like, I don't know, there's been a few moments where I'm like, I kind of wish I like could pull out my book and like read along or like read with it. And so I don't know, I think that while I'm doing stuff, yeah, but I still just love the act of actually like opening up a book and reading it right now. And so I don't think it will ever fully replace opening up a physical copy of a book and reading it. And so, but that's completely fine. I feel like most people listen to audiobooks because they have things going on, or like I said, they want to immerse themselves into the book a little bit more. Yeah, those are my thoughts. I really wish I could finish listening to it. I mean, it's 6 minutes. Should I? But like, it's so awkward. Just he turns us around. I'm gonna have to listen to this while I'm doing something. Oh, this is so funny to me. It's just more awkward just sitting and like listening. So I think I need to be doing something. So we'll get final thoughts in the morning. I'm getting ready to turn on some YouTube and go to bed because I have actually very tired, but I did a lot today. Now that my book room is coming together, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my room, because the fact that there's no books in here kind of just looks, honestly, kind of sad. Very sad, actually. Good night. See you in the morning. For further information concerning this program, I don't really know what I'm gonna rate it because it's my first audiobook. I really just enjoyed listening to it, but it wasn't I don't find myself being obsessed. I feel like I'll forget about it. But I really love anything that Allie Hazelwood writes for the most part. So I guess I'll just give it 3 stars. I'm pretty neutral about it. Final thoughts. I don't really have any. I do like listening. I think in this busy season of life of doing things, I don't really have the amount of time that I wish that I had this year to read. And so still wanting to read books. Audiobooks is a great way to do that. I don't know. I'm debating because I still have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm should I try out an audiobook that I've read before that I know that I love, aka ACOTAR, because I told myself that I was going to read ACOTAR this year and I haven't read ACOTAR, or should I just make time to sit and read, which I can also do that later. This vlog is not ending anytime soon, I fear. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but those are my final thoughts. There's not many thoughts because I don't really have any. I feel I can't even really judge the characters. I did really like our female main character. I feel her outlook on life and just trying to make the best of her circumstances. I really liked that part of the book, but I feel it wouldn't be fair for me to really critique or dive into the book. It's the first time I listened to a book. Really, those are my thoughts. I am about to go eat. I have not eaten today. It's freezing in my house, so I have on the sweatsuit. The Witcher came out today, so I do fear that my productivity level might go down a little bit today, but that's okay. The only things that I really need to do are edit, move my ACOTAR books and my One Crescent City book into the book room, and then maybe start organizing the books a little bit later in the week. Maybe I'll wait. Everything's in there now, so I don't feel as rushed and panicked to get everything in there and clean everything up and set it up. I feel I could wait maybe a day or two. So long story short, I'll see you guys soon. I don't know when. Maybe I will have started ACOTAR on audio. Maybe I will dive back into, I was about to point, there's no books in this room. That's crazy. Maybe I will get back into Alchemy of Secrets and give you my first thoughts and updates and impressions, because I'm only on chapter 2, which low-key, our main character's name, I think it's Holland or something like that. She just made a little bit of a bet, and I'm just girl. And now she's I don't know why these things are happening. And I'm did you forget what you did last night? Did you forget what you... So you just forgot what y'all did? Oh, okay. But I'm gonna go downstairs, eat, and start The Witcher. And then I have to clean and decorate, which will be in my fall vlog, which should already be up for this one. Hello, guys. I think it's been maybe 2 days since I last talked to you. I am sitting in the book room. I finished the book room and I'm should I read today? I'm really tired. So tired. So I think I just woke up from a nap. I forget as hell. I think I might try to read a little bit more of The Serpents and the Wings of the Night. I think the next 2 books that I have on my radar in this vlog that I would love to get done before we end this vlog: Alchemy of Secrets, and then The Serpents of the Wings of the Night. Maybe keep reading Baby Dragon Cafe. I don't know. Dang, how many really... One more. Okay, that was the last one, I think. Anyways, I think I might sit in here and read for a bit. I figured what better way to test out the room. Oh. It's crazy. I have no pillows in here other than these decorative ones that are fall themed. So that'll just have to do. But I kind of don't want to read. Would it be crazy if I just sat in here? Maybe if I read my physical copy of The Serpents and the Wings of the Night, I'll be more likely to finish it than on my Kindle. That doesn't make sense. But if I could see how many pages I had left. I think I'm 70% in, and I really should finish that before I forget what's happening. This isn't a spoiler, but the part that I'm at is basically the book has like trials, right? And so I'm at like the final trial, I think, and they're in like this cave or whatever, and everything around them is basically poison. That's the part that I'm at, and I just simply shut the book. I amaze myself because some books that I really, really like, if I'm just not in the mood to read them, or not in the mood to read in general, doesn't matter what part we're on. Like Iron Flame, literally shut the book while they're crossing some like type of like mountain area, and I just never picked it back up. Anyways, I might read a bit of that. Where's my Kindle?
And if you're ever tired of being known for who you know, just know you've always known me.
Let's see where I last left off. Okay, I'm 71% in. Chapter 39. That's crazy. I just read a chapter and I have some thoughts. This vlog is my fall reading vlog, but also me trying to get out of a book slump. I don't necessarily think that I'm in a book slump, and I feel like I've said this. While I was reading this one chapter, my brain went to 100 million things that I need to be doing at this point in time. It was like, you should be spending your time editing. You should be switching around the clothes that your mom asked you to switch around. You should be cleaning up the kitchen. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And I feel like that's the issue that I have when it comes to reading. I feel like I can only peacefully read on like days that I have planned ahead. Obviously, not today, even though it's a Sunday. And then just like at night. So I think what I'm going to do is try to come back tonight and make it... I don't know how many chapters are in this book. Let's see. Okay, so this book is split up into parts, but there's 56 chapters. I think that if I could get to... I have 2 more chapters left in this part. And then I have New Moon, which is like part 6. And then I have Night, which is part 7. I think that if I can get to maybe chapter 45, 46, I'll have 10 chapters left. I would feel good. So that's going to be my goal for later tonight. I'm going to take these in my room though, because I'll probably... I don't know where I'll read. Yeah, I just feel like there's so many things that I should be doing and could be doing with my time that I can't sit here. But while we're here, I want to show you my early Christmas gift that my mom got me, because you guys are currently sitting on it. She went to some like cafe and she got me some book sleeves. They're so cute. The first one says just one more chapter, and they have a pouch that you can put another book in, some pens in. So I think I'm gonna take the books in this, one of these. My weekend is all booked. I like that one. Yes, I really do need all these books. So I love these so much. I think I'm gonna do my weekend is all booked. Just put them in the little sleeve. I'm gonna take them in my room, and then we'll see if I come back in here or not. But I genuinely am just so tired. My brain is racing. Every single time I sit down to read, it's just like you should be doing a million other things. And so I don't know if it's just like I don't really do well reading during the day, or if it's just like the season, or if I'm like out of practice because I didn't read due to me studying for the MCAT for so long. I don't really know, but I feel like I could probably read more once I feel like I have more work done, even though I'm supposed to be taking the day off. I'm not editing today, so we'll see. But I'm so tired. But that one chapter was quite interesting. They formulated a plan to, I guess, like a plan to help them through this trial. I just have this... You have like these sneaky suspicions with fantasy that, I don't know, like the first fantasy book is so interesting because you know that half the people that you meet are probably like either going to betray the person whose head you're in. Things are not what they're seeing. The person that they probably trust the most is the person that they shouldn't trust. But I feel like that's kind of obvious. So I'm wondering like what spin I'm gonna have. I feel like the love interest that we have right now, I mean, we don't have another one, so it has to be him, right? But I've been tricked before, Tamerlane. I've been tricked before. So I don't want to fall for it. That's where I'm at. I'm just kind of wondering, like, what's going to be the turn of events. I feel like the book is good. It's just also long as frick. Like, most fantasies are, but I just feel like this one's really long. I'm like, dang. Long, and the fact that I can't sit down and read for more than, like, 5 minutes. But I did binge, mate. I read it in, what, like 2 days, I think? It was good, though. It was good. Hello, I'm sitting in my room reading right now. I'm on a little bit of a work break. I just finished rough cut editing a YouTube video, and I'm taking a break because now I have to go back in and fun cut, or like put all the fun effects and stuff in basically one sitting. So happy Vlogmas season, everybody. And my camera's blinking at me because I didn't charge it. Wow, make this short and quick. I didn't read any yesterday after I talked to you guys. I ended up going to bed. I'm on chapter 41 right now. Things just hit the fan in the way that I was kind of expecting it to in the last clip. I don't know how our main female character is going to react, but basically everything that which we've been seeing it, I don't know how she didn't see it because we're in her brain and in her POV, but I feel like she was just like gaslighting herself because she cared about this person so much. But long story short, everything that she thought that she knew, she's now realizing is not the truth, and I'm intrigued, actually. So I'm gonna read this, and I'll come back with my I'll come back with my final thoughts of the night. Hopefully I can get a good bit in, but I do still have, as you can guess, a lot of work to get done. So I apologize for the horrid lighting, but I made it to page 360. I made it to the next part. I think I'm on chapter 41, maybe. I don't know. Wait, let's see. Oh no, I'm on chapter 43. Okay. I hit my goal. I'm almost done. And as you can expect, things hit the fan. Our main female character has now confronted said person that she thought she could trust. I don't know, like, it's so conflicting because I feel like on one hand, everything that she's feeling, I feel like everything that she's feeling is valid because I see the two different sides of the person as well. So I'm just like, which is it? But I also know he's evil as frick. And so I hope our girl gets out. I have a spa appointment tomorrow, so that's probably where I will see you guys. I think I might try to finish it there. I mean, why not? I do have a lot of work to do this week though, so maybe spending extra time at the spa outside of my appointment is not the best thing for me to do, but good night. I just finished my facial. I didn't sit in there and read afterwards because I always forget that with the facial, you're not, like, you can sit in there and read, but you don't use, like, the same robe as, like, all the people that are lounging around. So I sometimes feel weird. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go find a coffee shop around here and maybe read. But first, I think I kind of want to go to Target and look for some Christmas decor, just like their decor in general. This Target that's in this town is a little bit better, in my personal opinion, than the one in my hometown. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I also feel like I probably won't buy anything at a Target. So I'm like, is there even a point to go? Because I just spent money on a facial, and that hurted me. Low-key. That really hurted me. But my face is glowing. But at what cost, you know? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Perhaps I should just go to Books A Million. What time do they open? It's still really early in the morning. It's like, it just hit 10 o'clock. So, they might not even be open yet. I'm gonna go visit my grandparents too. Like, are they up yet? Okay, Books A Million, they just opened. So maybe I should just go there and say bump Target. Because, like, walking around, I guess I could walk around. It won't hurt. But, like, it just makes me sad because I just dropped. Is anybody else like that? Like, the service was good, don't get me wrong, but it just always hurts. And, like, I only get a facial, like, once a year because every time I get one, I'm like, I can't believe I just spent X amount of money basically paying someone to wash my face and inject serums into my face, exfoliate my face. All right, I'm gonna go. I have a whole day planned over here, and I'm not gonna let this kill my vibe. Maybe. I'm at the cafe. Oh my gosh. I'm about to read this, but I did get some books. I got The Vampire Diary series, except for the last one. They didn't have it, but only the first one is on Kindle Unlimited, but the rest are not, so I figured I'd just go ahead and start reading them paperback, but I'm really excited. So the only one that I don't have... Oh wait, I think I have all of them. No. I don't have Shadow Souls, so I'll have to get that eventually. But I'm meeting my mom for lunch in like 20 minutes, so I don't have that much time to read, but I'm going to try to read as much as I can, and I ordered a coffee. Thank you.
You can read all those vampire books?
I hope so. Maybe eventually.
Oh,
I hope to get to it.
Those are good.
You read them?
I've read 2 of them.
Okay. Did you enjoy them?
Yes.
I'm excited to get to
In
them.
the series, you know, if you get out of the series, you got to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
character development of the people involved.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm excited to read them.
Yes.
Have a good day. Hey, Mom. Okay, guys, I am finally back home from my spa day, family day, all this stuff. I kind of want to give you guys a mini haul, so I hope you don't mind. Most of it is book related. I got this coloring book from Target. You know, it's crazy. I went into Books A Million. They had the same one, and at Target, it was cheaper because of the 20% off. It was like $12, I think, and at Books A Million, it was like $15. But listen, I love Dream Harbor. I am Dream Harbor's biggest fan. I'm saving the Gingerbread Bakery book, the next one that's out, or the most recent one that just came out, until the holiday season. And it's almost upon us, and I'm so excited to read it. But like, I'm gonna have so much fun with this coloring book. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So that's the first thing that I got from Target. I got this candle. I was trying so hard to resist. I saw so many good things in Target, but this Target is better than our Target that we have here. And so I knew it was going to be a test of restraint. And I'm happy that I only spent like $30 because I could have gone hard. But anyways, this little cafe latte candle, I just feel like this is so cute. And so I feel like this is perfect for the book room. I'm gonna set it up here, over here beside Cindy the cinnamon bun. That's so cute. Last but not least, I got my sister kind of an early Christmas gift. I'm gonna give it to her when she comes. I don't know. I might give it to her for Thanksgiving because they still have classes like the first few days of December, and I want her to do it the correct way. I know she's not going to. I know she's going to tear through it and probably eat it all. But I saw this advent calendar for chocolates. I just feel like it's so cute. Oh, it tells you how many are on the back. I don't even know if she really likes these, but we'll see. If she doesn't like these, which I'm sure she loves all chocolates, then I might just give it to my aunt, but we'll see. That was all the major things from Target. Let's talk about these books that you see over here. So anytime I go to Books A Million, I try to get books that I can't get at Barnes, right? Books A Million is a little bit farther away from me, but Barnes is right down the street. Not really, but still, it's closer. They had Vampire Diaries. I have wanted to read these so badly because they vary from the show drastically, and the first one is on Kindle Unlimited, but the rest are not, and so I figured I'd just go ahead and get them because these were like the only like copies that they had out, and so I'm so excited. Let's read the back. A deadly love triangle. Elena, the golden girl, the leader, the one who can have any boy she wants. Stefan, brooding and mysterious, desperately trying to resist his desire for Elena and protect her from the horrors that haunt his past. Damon, sexy, dangerous, driven by an urge for revenge against Stefan, the brother who betrayed him. Elena is drawn to both brothers, but she can never guess the truth. Both are vampires, and just being close to them has put her in terrible danger, and it might be too late to escape their love and their fate. The series that inspired the hit TV show. That's the back of that one. I'm gonna read the back of all of these. and let's see what the difference from the show is, because I feel like you can tell from the back a bit. Okay, this is the first one, and then something else that I thought was cool is the rest of them are 2 in 1. So I think this is the next one. Okay, the struggle. Oh, the first one is the awakening and the struggle. The next one is, oh my gosh, they made this so hard for you. The Fury. Which one's the Fury? Okay, this one. This is the 3rd and the 4th book. This says, Elena transformed. The golden girl has become what she once feared and desired. Okay. Stefan, tormented by losing Elena, he's determined to end his feud with Damon once and for all, whatever the cost. But slowly he begins to realize that his brother is not his only enemy. Damon. At last he possesses Elena. But will his thirst for revenge against Stefan poison his triumph? Or can they come together to face one final battle? Collected here in one edition are the 3rd and 4th volumes of the Vampire Diaries, a riveting conclusion to the tale of the 2 vampire brothers and the beautiful girl torn between them. Okay, so this is 1, 2. What's next? I feel like it's The Return. Nightfall. This is next. 2 books in 1, once again. It says, now that a supernatural force has brought Elena back from the dead, all handsome and burning Stefan wants is to keep her safe. But when he is lured away from Belle's church, sleek, powerful Damon seizes his chance to win Elena. Okay, so this has to be book 2. What's going on? But you know what? They go back and forth so much. I don't know. Unaware of the danger they're both in, a malevolent being has infiltrated the town and is growing stronger. Able to possess Damon at will, the creature is also drawn to Elena, the new power she has acquired. But it's after more than Elena's power. It thirsts for her death. Okay. I have no idea where this is going to take us, because you can tell from the back of this veers significantly from the books. The only thing that I know about the books, which if you don't want to know this, I'll put a timestamp is that Elena and Stefan do get back together and that Damon and Bonnie end up together. I think Caroline ends up with someone's brother who is not even an actual character. Bonnie has red hair and she's white. Okay, this is the last book. Elena Giblert's love, the vampire Stefan Salvatore, has been captured and imprisoned by a demonic spirit who are wreaking havoc in Fell's church. In order to find him, Elena entrusts her life to Stefan's brother Damon, the handsome but deadly vampire who wants Elena body and soul. Elena will stop at nothing to free Stefan, yet with each passing day, the tension between Elena and Damon grows, and she is faced with a terrible decision. Which brother does she really want? Back in Fell's church, Bonnie and Meredith, who the frick is Meredith, explore the evil that has taken over the town. Their research leads to some dire discoveries, and soon they are caught up in Elena's most dangerous adventure yet. And this is the last book. Okay. You know what? This kind of sounds like season 3, the last book does. I genuinely don't know what they're going to do, honestly, but I just bought a whole new series, and you guys heard me complain earlier about not really having room for my books, so this ought to be interesting. For right now, I think I'm gonna put it over here because that's the only place. I think I'm about to put on my headphones and try to finish this book. I got home kind of late, so I don't think that I'm going to be able to do any work successfully. So I think that in my head, if I get this done, this is kind of like me getting work done. I don't think that I have that much to go. I think I have less than 100 pages, so I feel like I could crank that out maybe in like an hour, maybe. I don't know. How long does it take one to read 100 pages? But that's what I'm going to sit here and do. I'm very excited because, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how they're going to get out of this trial mess, and I don't know. It's the first book. I saw the second one today when I was in Books A Million. I really wanted to pick it up, but I was like, no. Because it was kind of hard for me to get through this. Because I have so much on my mind. And when I go into the second one, I want to give it a fair chance. Because I feel like the second fantasy book in most series, especially longer ones, and not just like 3 books, which I'm not sure if this is 3 books only. I don't think so. Let's look it up. I Google stuff way too often. But you know what? Who's going to stop me? Oh! Yeah, it's way more than, okay, there's novellas. Anyways, there's Serpents and the Wings of the Night, and then there's the prequel novella. I don't even know who that is. Wait a minute. I'm on her website, the author's website. Why is this kind of confusing for me to read? Let's just go to Goodreads. Goodreads knows everything. Serpents and the Wings of the Night, and then you have Six Scorched Roses. That's a novella. Then you have Ash and the Star-Cursed King. Then you have Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. Then you have The Songbird and Heart of Stone. That's book number 3. The Fallen and the Kiss of Dust. That's book number 4. The Lion and the Deathless Dark Crowns. That's book number 5. That's not even out. That doesn't come out until August of 2026. Wow. It will be 6 books total. Is that including the novellas? Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I switched over to... I feel like these are making a comeback. Okay, you want to know something that's kind of embarrassing? But I feel like this is pretty much true for all if you have another sister. I feel like the younger sister is automatically a little bit cooler. Like, the older sister, like, has it together a little bit, but the younger sister is just, like, effortlessly, like, cool and chic. And Callie's been using wire headphones for the longest time. And now I feel like I'm hopping is it even a trend? I'm just getting back on board because over-the-head headphones, they're fine, they're great, and I'm still gonna use my pair, but right now I'm loving wires. Okay, let's read. I'm gonna come back when I have some updates. But I feel like I've been talking for a minute, so. What the freak did I just read? I'm about to cry. Hold on. I'm on page 410. This can't, I mean, there's still, this can't be happening. This cannot be the end. The end of all endings. I'm sitting here listening to Taylor Swift. I'm like, this is gonna be a cute little romantic novel. What do you mean you went through with this? Frick you. Frick everybody. Frick this. Frick. Oh, in the famous words of Conrad Fisher, frick you. Frick everybody. I gotta keep reading though, because what? No. Oh my gosh, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Oh, this is great. If what I think is happening is about to happen, this is the stuff that movies were made out of. Okay? It was a drag to get here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I can't tell if it was the book or if it was me. So the book gets a pass. But this is what movies were made out of. Okay? Literally. I'm so confused on what's happening. Crap hit the fan, and that's not even enough to say what is going on. I should have bought the second book. Oh my gosh. What is going on? I actually don't know what's going on. Genuinely. Okay, I just finished. I have so many thoughts. I have to do spoilers for a minute, and then I'll go through and I'll add the pieces in after the spoilers of what I can and cannot say. One, I hope she doesn't end up with this dude. I really hope she doesn't end up with him. I don't really... Okay, they brought in this guy named Septimus. Is that gonna be her love interest? Is this a Tamlin and Rhysand type of situation going on? But I don't know anything about Septimus. He literally just appeared out of thin air. Like, you know? And I don't know, like, how could you love someone that literally killed your dad, but your dad was doing all these bad things, but, like, he never lied to you? Also, is she his half-daughter? Who was her mama? What happened? I feel like we know nothing. He literally just appeared out of thin air. Was doing all these bad things, but, like, he never lied to you. Who was her mama? What happened? I feel like we know nothing. We had no, like, real questions for 70% of the book. I feel like I was just reading a story. And then at about, I'll say 80%, I'm, like, glued to the pages. I'm like, what's going on? Who is this? What's going on? Like, what is going on? What are we saying? What are we doing? What are we feeling? I don't know. Moral of the story is, I feel like the first half of this book really dragged on. And I feel like the second half sped up tremendously, so to the point where I'm just like sitting here in a daze. I do think I'm going to take some time before I read the novella and the second one, but I am definitely continuing this series. I see what everybody's talking about when they say that this is so good. I don't know. I also can't say that it dragged. It did drag, but like it also could have been me. So I'm going to continue, but I'm just like perplexed. Like I genuinely do not want her to be with him. Genuinely. Those are my thoughts. I have finished this book. I need to put it in Goodreads. I have no idea what I'm gonna rate this because I think I'm gonna give it, the ending was really good, but it just dragged. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. That's neutral. The ending was really good, but it dragged. That's gonna be my review. I said the ending had me like, I'll just insert the emojis that I use, but I said, however, the beginning of the book dragged for me. Really only felt invested during the last 10 chapters. Excited to continue though. Let's see what everybody else said. Hold your horses, fix your faces. I know you're rolling your eyes at me with a 3-star rating. I rolled my eyes, not at myself, but at the book. Just a matter of opinion. Okay, I gave it 3 stars. I'm not hating on it. I just feel like it was kind of hard to get through. Anyways, I don't know. I really don't want her to end up with... I don't even know what's going on. Like, she's technically... I don't know. Oh, no. I'm done. I'm so happy we finished that. I think the next book that I'm going to read is continuing this one. I literally am only on chapter 3. And so, yeah, we're not that far in. That's it. That's all the reading I'm going to do tonight. So I will see you guys. I think I want to try to start reading at the end of every night because this is fun. So maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow night.